Hello everyone. I am back again for yet another wonderful live stream. So today is Monday, March 13th, and I think I put March the 11th on the thumbnail for this video. It's just a Monday. So today is March 13th, 2023, and we're here for a WIPS and UFOs Sew and Chat. And in today's video, I'm going to be finishing up the bargello and finishing up the Boho Hearts pattern that T Quilts is hosting over on her channel. So it's just going to be a laid back, fun live stream tonight. So let me read who we have in the chat. We have Mary Jane Ellinger in here saying hi. We have Melody saying good evening, everyone. Lori Anderson, hi all. Malaya Montoya, hello, hello, hello. We have Sheila Gage. Hey Sheila, it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. Oh, let's see. We have Ken Oh No Show M. Hello, and how are you? We have Katie in here as well, and she is from Illinois. We have Jimmy Tony in here saying good evening. It took a minute to register. We have Brenda Foley in here. We have Linda S, a.k.a. Shabada. S-H-A-I-B-A. Shibia Quilts. I know I butchered it, but that's okay. Hello, everyone. Yes. We have Quilt Queen 22 in there, which is Shelly. Hello, Shelly. How are you? We have Sue. Good evening, all. And we have Cheryl. So, yes. So, it's just going to be a laid-back chat tonight. Reading some comments. Working on beautiful projects. And that's what we're going to do. Hang on. I just turned my machine on for the day. I've been working on other things, which I will tell you about in a second. We have Monica in here. Hello, Tucker, and everyone from Louisiana. Yes. Louisiana is one of the places that I would love to go. Love to go and see. Hang on a second. This machine is giving me a struggle. Hang on. Oh, no wonder. Okay, there we go. I got it. I got it, everyone. We have Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan in the chat. Hello, hello. Let me see. We have a Scotty Dog. Hey, hey. From Long Island, New York. Yes. So, yeah. So, let's talk about the bargello. So, if you did not see on, when was that? Did I do that on Saturday or Friday? One of the days. I think it was Saturday. On Saturday's live chat, I worked the bargello and I showed you how to cut the different size strips from your tube. And I so graciously did that for Donna over at Handmade by Ying. Speaking of which, Donna had a power outage today. That is why she did not do her live today. So her live with the Cranky Kangaroo, that's a tongue twister, is being rescheduled to Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour before T Quilts comes on. So definitely swing over there. Shibula. There we go. Okay, there we go. Translated to hockey pucks. Wow. That's so cool. So yes. So I did this live on Saturday for 1 hour. And then I jumped over to Donna's channel and we did an all-night sew with a bunch of other friends and content creators. So definitely slip over to her channel and check that out after this one. So that's one of the projects that I will be working on tonight. But the other project that I'm working on was in the thumbnail of this video. It's the Boho Hearts pattern. And I don't like doing this, but I want to show you. I'm going to find a pattern. Here it is. See? Went that quick. This is what happens when I know where stuff is. No, I'm dragging on my blanket. All right. So this is the Boho Hearts pattern. you can see right here. So T Quilts over at T Quilt, yeah, T over at T Quilts is hosting a sew along using this pattern. The quilt has already started. We've been working this pattern since January. And the first section was this section right here. And let me tell you what, okay? I started to work the small sections in this quilt, but life and business got busy. So instead of cutting each one of the blocks with all of these different blocks here, I just cut the finished sizes out of the fabric, and it's really turning out great. So we'll see that in a minute. So that's the pattern I'm working on, Boho Hearts. Coming up, we have the bargello and the Boho Hearts. So that's what we're going to work on. Let me find this foot pedal. It keeps sliding away. Let's see. Sheila Gage, just curious, are you homeschooled? How do I want to answer that right now? Yes and no. Yes, I do school at home, and no, because I'm finishing up school in a couple weeks. Let's see, we have Lori, hello from North Carolina. Yes. So, oh wait, hang on, let me see. North Carolina, yes. Speaking of North Carolina, well, one state below you guys, we, meaning me and my family, are going to be visiting South Carolina for a couple days and checking out, I grabbed too many, checking out some of the scenery that South Carolina has to offer. So we are super duper excited to go down there, and I can't wait. So we're driving down there, which is fun, and we've driven down to North Carolina before, so it's not that bad to go to South Carolina, but we're gonna have a blast. We have Janine in here saying, hello Tucker. Hello Janine. It's been so long since I've seen you. Okay, this is the one I want. So I just want to show you real quick. Oh, I keep dragging all these long pieces along. So I want to show you how I'm pinning this together. So what I'm doing is starting at the top here. I'm going to put a pin in here just to hold it. And I'm not pinning each one of these. I can line them up pretty good. So what I'm going to do is skip a couple of them and then line the seams up where I want them and then just put another pin in. So my pins are about 8 inches apart, give or take. And that's just saving me some time as I'm putting this together. So, yeah. Just a quick and easy way to streamline this, but at the same time, make sure that your points line up. Making great progress on the quilt. That's from Linda D. Yes. Yeah, who's we? I really knocked out a lot of this quilt over on Donna's Live Saturday night into Sunday morning. And, oh my gosh, we just had a blast. Had a blast getting Teresa close, I should say, to 3,000 subscribers. And I am happy to report for her that this morning she did reach, my iron was beeping. She did reach 3,000 subscribers. So let's all give Teresa a big congratulations, even though she's not here. But I will tell her to come back and watch this video. Let's see. We have Delia in here. Hey, Tucker and everyone. We also have Quilt Tessa in here. How are you? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, there was one in here that said, Anita says, hi from Eastern PA. Let's see. Are you going to the quilt show in Greenville? Oh, Lord. I didn't know that there was a quilt show. Didn't know there was a quilt show. I had to read the rest of that. Let's see. Quiltessa, are you going at it Saturday night? I know. Me and Becca were really focused in on our quilts on Saturday. And Becca got hers done, and I was pretty close. But that's all right. I needed something to do today. Oh, not to worry, Tucker. I'm building a stack for you. That's from Quiltessa. Good. I always love quilting Quiltessa's quilts. Love, love, love. So, I'm just zipping down the side, and I think I only have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more seams to go. So, that'll probably take us to about 8:30, which is good, and then we'll switch to the Boho Hearts. So, what have I been working on today? Yesterday, when Tiffany started her live stream, I went on the Statler, and I was digitizing redigitizing some of the designs for the pre-quilted panels. And someone remind me to talk about that when I'm finished. Because yesterday morning, I did a run-through. I put one of the pieces on, and I did a run-through of how my recorded freehand would stitch out. And the way that I stitched it out, and the way the Statler recorded it, when the quilt would shrink, things wouldn't line up. And I'm not going to give you a product that doesn't line up. So what I had to do is go back and redigitize both the border and the all over feather design. So this morning I woke up and finished that. And then I started working on the pre-quilted panels. So currently I have everyone's orders basted on their fabric. So if you ordered both the border and the all over feather, yours are basted together. And if you ordered just one or the other, those are basted separately. So about an hour and a half before I came on the live, I got everyone's order basted, and I started working on some of the designs. So I'm super excited to get those in the works. This week I have scheduled to do, probably on Wednesday or Thursday, to do the promotion video for those, and then the secret how to use video that will get emailed to you with your purchase. So that's fun. So there was a comment. Oh, Anita says, how is the elephant coming along? The elephant is coming along great. When was that? I'm trying to think now. I started that Friday. I didn't work on it Saturday because we were running around. So then it must have been Sunday in the morning. I worked on finishing up the ears of the elephant. After that, I took a break, but I have the ears of the elephant all done, and I will, if I can remember, slip over there and grab that and show you the progress. Hang on. Okay, Cheryl, I'm going to take your name. I'll take your name first and kick butt later. No, I'm kidding. If I can grab my notepad. All that time just to grab this. All right. Let me write this down so I don't forget it. S-E. Oops. I can't even spell looking at it. G-E-R-Y-L-E. Okay. C-U. L. Okay, got that. Okay. I will mark you down and resend you that invoice. Yeah, it was on my website when the pre-order started. There was an option to pay with Amazon Pay, and something was happening with Amazon that it wasn't connected, or something just was going on. So I had to disconnect Amazon Pay from my website. But these pre-quilted panels. No, I did a live stream about a month ago, kicking off the new project / product that I'm doing, and they're pre-quilted panels with a pre-quilted design on them. And the idea behind it is that you get this pre-quilted panel and you just trace over what has already been quilted to give you that words, Tucker. Muscle memory. There we go. Words are hard. To give you that muscle memory. So currently on the website, I have 2 different options for you. A pre-quilted all over feather and a pre-quilted border feather. I'm currently in the process of working up a paisley design and an all over swirl design. So those will be available soon. But the combination of both the all over feather and the border feather is what is really, really on sale right now. So if you haven't had a chance to slip over to my website, it's in the link in the description. And make sure you snag up the pre-quilted panels. And in the live stream that I did, there's a link in that description or a secret code to get you 10% off your purchase. So make sure you slip back over to the live that I did, and the live was called The New Way to Free Motion Quilting. Make sure you get that code and head over to the website, because after all of the pre-order ship, the combination will go back up to its original price. So yeah, so I'm really excited about these panels. Okay, I'm just gonna sew this. I'm gonna try it without pinning it. See if I can be dangerous. Living on the edge. And I'm also playing bobbin chicken. So sound off in the comments below. Do you think I will win this round of bobbin chicken? Will I win? Will I win? Who knows? One thing I really, really, really love about this Bernina is the jumbo bobbins and the fact that on the screen it tells me when I'm about to run out of bobbin. Love it. Love, love, love. So yeah. I'm excited. Amy says, I am excited for the panels for sure. Yes. The bobbin always wins. Yeah, that's unfortunate that the bobbin always does win. Yes. So I am really liking how this bargello is turning out. I'm going to be honest. When I first started the bargello, I wasn't too fond of the colors that were in it. It was, the brown and the blue and whatever. But being up close and personal with all these fabrics, I'm really starting to like. What is your Bernini model? Let's see. The Bernina I have is the Bernina 570 Quilters Edition. This is, on paper, technically Grandma's, but me and Grandma mutually, wait, how do you say that word? Mutually, there we go, decided to switch machines because she could not wrap her brain around all the fanciness of this computer, but she could wrap her brain around the older 770 model, which was the 560. She could wrap her brain around that better, so we decided to switch machines. Let's see. I love the jumbo bobbin. It's great. Best invention ever. Yes. You got that right. Yep. Now they just need to make a jumbo bobbin for the long arm. Then we talk. I should say my long arm. I think Bernina long arms do have the jumbo bobbins. Oh, let's see. Moving right along. All right. Alrighty. I wish y'all could have saw that, but there was a hair sewed into my seam. Wonder whose that would have been. Let's see. Do you have any plans for after graduation? Hopefully I do have a job lined up waiting for me. But other than that, I'm probably gonna obviously continue doing this because that seems to be going well. Seems, get it? Ha ha ha. Okay, wait a minute. What was the question? See, squirrel. Yeah, hopefully that job, I'm gonna keep doing this, and if I do decide to go to college, it'll probably be something for like business or maybe accounting. I don't know. Wherever the wind blows me, I guess. Hang on, this ain't working. There we go. So, I gotta turn this camera on. It shut off. I heard it. Alright, so now I'm pressing this open. Now, I'm just lightly taking this iron over everything. I'm not pushing down like this. I'm just lightly getting those seams over there. And also when I'm moving the section up, I'm just lightly finger pressing this as I go, not to stretch anything, because it's easy to stretch fabric, even though it's on the straight of grain. Seems to be going terrific. Yes, Janine, it's going good. It's going good in the neighborhood. Oh, let's see. You so funny. I know. Like I say, if quilting doesn't work, I guess I can be a stand-up comedian. Because everyone tells me I'm so funny. Jumbo bobbins are great. Handy Quilter 16 has one. That's awesome. Yeah, I know most long arms have the M-sized bobbins, but not very many have the jumbo. So that's awesome that you have one that has jumbo. Jumbo, jumbo. Okay, let me put this up on here so I know where it's at. Flop back in this chair and continue on. Let's see. How much bigger? hang on a second, I can't read that far. How much bigger is it than the M size bobbin on the Guillermo? I would say the jumbo bobbins are about 10 or 20% bigger. The M size bobbins are just a little bit bigger than your standard domestic machine bobbin. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. And it's all right. Usually with my bobbins on like a medium density, I can get across the quilt with a pass and a half. So the bobbins hold a lot. And it also depends on what thread you use. If you use a thicker thread, then you'll run out of bobbin a lot faster. But if you use a 60 weight thread or even a 40 weight thread, you're going to have more quilting time because the thread is thinner. So we're working in a coal mine here. Working in a coal mine. I think that's 2 times now I've made reference to a Muppet movie. The Muppets Around to It is in the chat saying hello everyone. Hello and how are you? Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. See, this is, to me, is like the worst part. When I know there's only like 2 more seams left. And I'm like, oh, can I just be done now? Can I just be done? This is what drives me nuts. The last 2 seams. Bring this back up here to the top. Get my strip that I had. Does anybody else have that? Where it's their last 2 seams and they're like, okay, come on now. Come on. Now where'd that red thing go? Oh, okay. My leader and ender. Alright, let me line these up and zip it through. And then we'll be ready for the next project. So yeah. So I'll talk about how I'm going to quilt said Boho Hearts. And remember, this here is what the Boho Hearts look like, and I just cut the finished size. So what I'm going to do, and sound off in the comments if I'm crazy or what I'm going to do is quilt the details into my blocks. So this block here is a star block. You can see it right there, the one where my finger's moving. If that block is a star block, I'm going to quilt my finished size block to look like this. So it's going to be fun. It's a lot of work, but it will help improve my freehand skills in some of those departments I haven't, played in yet. And it will also help with some digitizing skills, because there's some designs on there that are applique, like I know there's an owl on there. So that'll have to digitize the design for. So it'll be fun. I can't wait to quilt it. And of course, there'll be a long arm video. We have Janine, but while I'm cheering you on, I walked away from my bargello. It's taking forever. Yes. Yeah. That's one of the things with the bargello. It does take some time, but so does every quilt. So, tomorrow, I am probably going to be working on quilting up some more of those panels. But then when the fam gets home, the fam gets home, we are going out and celebrating my brother Isaac's 16th birthday. His birthday is tomorrow, March the 14th. So yeah, so you guys can wish him a happy birthday in the comments below. Will it be almost like embroidery? Sorta, kinda. It'll be like ghost quilting. Ghost quilting is quilting blocks that aren't there. It's sort of like what the really modern quilters do, where they quilt a block from the quilt in the negative space. But instead of the negative space or the background, I'm going to quilt this, or quilt the ghost blocks where they should be. Happy birthday to Isaac. Oh my. So yeah. Oh, so Mom is lurking in the chat. Okay. Alright. We see that. So Mom hasn't been active in the chat for a while, but the one time I say something nice about Isaac, she's popping in the chat. Okay? She's popping up in the chat. So yeah. Boy, it's taking longer than expected to get these strips sewn. And thank you guys to everyone who's putting happy birthday in the chat to Isaac. That'll make him smile. Oh, well, I lost bobbin chicken. And you might know I don't have a bobbin handy. I gotta wind one. Yeah, moms know everything, that's for sure. Must be those eyeballs in the back of the head or something, I don't know. Don't know. Okay. Wind the bobbin quick. Good, I'm glad he's smiling. Okay, that's about enough. Alrighty. Ran out of thread on the bottom, and now I'm starting to run out of thread on the top. So, I wound what I think is even on the bottom, even with the what's left on the top. So, we'll see if I win thread chicken on both the top and the bottom. And you might know it was the last, 2.5 inches that I ran out of bobbin, right? Oh, yes. Clip this. So, yeah. Lollipop. All right. One more seam on this bargello. Thank goodness. So, yeah. So this quilt, where is it going to end up? It is going to end up on a bed in Grandma's house. Grandma wanted a quilt for in one of the rooms in her house. So she went on the website and picked out a jelly roll that I had and cleared out my inventory doing it because she wanted it queen size, so I needed 3 jelly rolls. But this quilt is going to go on one of the beds in her house, one of her guest beds, I should say. So yeah, so at least I'll be able to see I'll be able to see this quilt and make sure that nobody's harassing it. Let's see. We have Tucker. I am new to your channel. How did you get into quilting? Well, so many years ago, when the asteroid came from the sky. No, I'm kidding. Just a couple years ago, really, when I was about 4 or 5 years old, my great-grandmother would come and babysit me and my brother every day during the summer. And she was a seamstress, so she would bring her sewing projects or whatever, and nosy old me, not much has changed, wanted to know what she was doing. So the next day she brought over some fabric and the cardboard templates and a pair of scissors, and we sat there and she taught me how to cut the pieces out. And then a couple days later, when we were at her house, she taught me how to use a sewing machine, and you know, the rest was history. So yeah, it was great grandma, and we called her Nan. So that's what she'd say. So oh my. But anyway, hang on, I gotta fix this. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. The corner was a little jacked up. Oh, there's his comedic side again. Yeah, it just slips out. I can't help it. All right, last scene. Bob the Builder, can we sing it? Bob the Builder, yes we can. I don't know why I had to sing that. It was stuck in my head, and if I wouldn't have sang it, it would have been there on replay. So might as well get it done and over with. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Last scene. Put the pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal. Tucker Sewing and Quilting. Happy birthday, Isaac. Yes. Yep, can't believe it. I turned 18 this year, and Isaac turned 16. Can't believe it. It all just flies right by. And I swear each day gets quicker. But hey, that's just me. Alrighty. So, trying to think. We're just sewing and chatting. Yeah, but this, the bargello, is one of my easier sews that I like to do, because it's easy to just pick up 2 jelly rolls or 3, like we don't all have some of those laying around, and sew them into a tube, and it's easy to remember the measurements. Go from 3 in 1/4 inch increments down to 1, and then back up to 3 again. So this is one of my easier patterns that I like to do, and it's actually my second bargello I've made now. So I like bargellos. I actually did one last year around this time. Let's see. Enjoying your channel. Watch you sew. Watch you on Sew Becca's. Yes. When I was on Sew Becca's for her birthday, we just had a blast on there. I was so tired from getting up at 3 in the morning. And Donna anytime I would look at her, I'd start cracking up. So if you haven't watched the live stream from Becca's birthday, it was on Friday, February 4th. Oh, there's Isaac in the chat. From February 4th, swing back to Becca's channel and check out that live. There's Isaac in the chat. There's Isaac in the chat. Let's see. What do your friends think about quilting and being a quilting celebrity? Yeah. You know, they're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, but they like it. It's cool. It's cool and fun. It's more of the business side of it that they find interesting. Lollipop. Okay, last 2.5 inches. Here we go. Yippee skippy. Alrighty. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Now, let me press this later. So let me hang this up on the wall so we can all have a look-see. I will press that seam later because it's working on my nerves now. Watch that fall down. You know it will. Well, look at that. It didn't. Can you believe it? All right. And I did not stand on this swivel chair. So we're making improvements. So there is bargello. Can we get the round of applause? All right. I see Teresa made it to 3K. Hung in there. You all the other night. Yes. We had a blast the other night. And something came out of it. So it's cool. So there is the bargello. And now I'm going to put Boho Hearts up on the wall. I wish I could do like a snap of my fingers, magical transition. Whoa. All right. So I have pieced together the sections. Okay, here's the 2 sections I already put together. Okay, they can go right here. Right there. Woo. Where's my pin? Pin that to the wall. All right. There's right here. This over here is section 1, and this right here is section 2 of the Boho Heart. And I know right now it's out of frame, but once I get it together, I'll move the camera so you can see. That's section 4. This is section 3. Like here, right there. Section 3. And then, last but not least, section 4. So, there we have Boho Hearts, and we'll put it together. So, you can see here, they do look a little different. So you can see here that these have all individual blocks, and this here is just one solid block representing this hot mess going on in here. So there's what? 1, 2. 2 more seams on this one, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. And I got 2 projects done in one live. Can you believe it? Everyone is saying, oh, let's see. That's right. Wait a minute. Redoing my office to a sofa. Let's see. Hang on. Already. Yes, bookcases are really, really great for extra storage. So, 2 seams on this, and then we'll go. And then Isaac's in the chat. This is how he'll say it. Wow. That's how he'll say it. Like he hasn't seen this before. But you know, it's all right. I spin around. Yes. Love the heart. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So the fabric, let me show you the fabric up close and personal. Oh, good, my camera didn't. So this is the botanicals from Boundless Fabrics. I found these fat quarters on Words Tucker. Yeah, where is that? The Fabric Hut, thefabrichut.com. They still have some of the Boundless Fabrics on their website, and I picked up this fat quarter bundle that had like at least 25 different fat quarters of this in for only 25 bucks. So I thought that's a steal. So that's what I did. And I thought I'll use this for Boho Hearts. And it's turning out great. I'm really liking the colors in it. And the backing I picked out has all of these colors in it too. So it'll really, really look good once it's all quilted up. Thanks everyone for the suggestions. Lots to think about. Yes, when you're designing a space, it is a lot to think about. And just know that you're probably going to want to change it about 15 times. How do I know? But you do what works. Alrighty, let me have a look-see. I'm going to stick a pin in this every so often just to hold it in place where I want my seams to match. Yeah, but the overall construction of the boho heart is great. The way that the pattern designer, and I can't remember her name. Oh, I guess I have the book right here. Jean Nightwell and Amber Bair, B-A-I-R, Bair, I don't know. The way that the pattern is written and laid out, it is a really good pattern. So if you're looking for a project to do for a couple months, this would be it. If you're going to make all of those small pieces. But the pattern tells you how many blocks you need of each finished size. So if you want to make a quilt like mine, just go through the pages, look at the block, get the finished size, and then just cut that finished size out of whatever fabric you like. And I do not think that T over at T Quilts is accepting any more people in her sew along group. But I know that the pattern is available out on the internet. It's always available on the internet. What am I talking about? All right, let me see here. Stick a pin in this at the bottom. Make sure the bottom lines up. Yeah, so when I picked the background colors, I knew that these colors were going to be bold and bright and things like that. So I knew I wanted a white background straight off the bat. So I didn't want a plain solid white. I wanted a scrappy white and black background. So there's where all these white and black fabrics came from. But I might as well finish this. But I got a yard No, I didn't. I lie. I got 1/4 of a yard of 15 different fabrics that make up the finished size of these strips. So that quick. I already have a seam done. Now I gotta press it open. So let me switch cameras so you can see all the colors as I'm going along here. Alrighty, let me figure out which way I want this to go. Yeah, that way for sure. Come on. There's little threads dangling around. Alrighty. Get this pressed to the left, to the left, to the left. All right. Get that pressed. Working on a quilt for my son's birthday. Cut it out. Putting it together first block. It didn't work. Yes, an error in the pattern. Oh my. Yeah. Being, I would say, almost a medium expert, not an expert, but there's, a beginner, intermediate. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even think of the word intermediate. Isn't that awful? Being an intermediate quilter, now I'm starting to pick up on some of those, mistakes or errors when I go through patterns like that. Before I would wonder, okay, why is this half square triangle not lining up with this, this square? And then I just stretch it and sew it together and be done with it. But now I like to read my patterns first and do a test block. And that helps me see if there's any mistakes. Hang on, let's see. There we go. I got it. Yes. But I'm really loving the blues and the purples and the oranges and reds and all the colors in this quilt. Just a nice anytime quilt. So hey. That's a new one. This all pressed up and we'll be ready to go on the last seam. Oh yeah. Whoa, hang on. Camera malfunction. Look, I'm back. That quick. My camera says, "Are you done yet?" And I say, "No, you work harder." Alrighty. No. Who is this one for, Tucker? That is a great question. The highest bidder. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I was just making this quilt because T had asked me to jump on this pattern with her or to do it. And I said, of course. So I'm working this pattern, and if somebody would like to buy it after I put it on the website, they can buy it. And if not, it can just hang on my wall and look pretty. Alrighty. Let me find my switcher over here. Alright, one more seam. Now I gotta pull the pin out of the wall. Alright, let me line this up here. One more seam. Alright, here we go. Now, this I often think to myself. I'm like, and thinking it now. You want to know how Tucker Nace is busy? When he has projects that are stacked this high of personal quilts that need to be quilted on the long arm. because I'm so busy doing everything else that I can't get to them. If you would have told me that a year ago, I would have said, oh, you're crazy. So it's just awesome. And it's a good thing. It really is a good thing that I have that problem. But last month, no, what am I talking about? In the month of January, I took the month of January off doing customer quilts. And I was away most of February, or the end of February. And I knew that I had these pre-quilted panels coming up that I needed to do. So I haven't been doing much quilting for people, but now there's some customer quilts starting to roll back in, and I'm really enjoying it. I really do enjoy quilting for other people. You get to see and quilt quilts that you normally wouldn't do for yourself. So yeah, I enjoy every second of it. So yeah, let's see. Everyone's chatting away in the comments. Trying to think. Get this pinned up. Alrighty. I've just crossed the halfway mark. Pedal to the metal. Well, pedal to the hardwood floor in this case. Let's see. How tall are you, Tucker? That's a good question. What was it the other week when I measured? I would say a good 5'10", 5'11", something like that. Something like that. We just have, well, down in the basement here, the ceilings are pretty tall, I think. At least, yeah, they have to be at least 10 feet. In certain areas. Alrighty. Final countdown here. Sing it with me. It's the final countdown. And we're done. Look at that. And right on the dot at 9 o'clock. Now wait a minute. There was a scene here that I thought could have been executed a little better. Yeah. Where's my seam ripper? Over at the long arm. Let me get my seam ripper and rip this one seam out. Just a wee bit. Because the seam, it's off. Maybe like an 1/18 of an inch. And I can't have that. That'll work on my nerves when I go to quilt it. For myself. Knowing that I pieced it that way. And if this was where some of these color fabrics would have met up, I would have been fine with it. But since it's where a light or a white and a colored fabric meet up, it would be more noticeable. So let me just line that back up. Hang on a second. This is important to me. Right there. Bam. Stick a pin in that. Perfect. Got it. All right. Now we can press. All right. Make sure the iron is on. Get this thing out of the way. And switch cameras so you can see. Let me get this opened up. All right. Move. Move. All right. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. This I started, well, I said I started it in January, but I pressed all the fabric and starched everything in January, and I cut the blocks, and I let the blocks sit because I was still on the hunt for some of these black and white fabrics. And it wasn't until we got home from Becca's in February that I had all of my fabrics that I wanted. So it was about February when I started it, and today when I finish. So about a month and a half for this whole quilt. Hang on one second. This seam is being difficult. Stay down. All right. So, also, me and Donna over at Handmade by Ying entered the koala quilt into the virtual quilt show. So, over on my Facebook page or on Donna's Facebook page, you can find the link and you can go vote for the quilt that me and Donna put in. So, you'll just scroll down to the quilts, and in the search bar you can search for Down Under, and it'll be the one with the koalas on it. So yeah, so we would really appreciate your vote. And I know Tiffany put a quilt in the quilt show, and I know Ian did, and Quilt Queen 22 also put a quilt in, and that was her bargello, the rainbow bargello. Here's the seam that I was being particular about. Right here. Where my finger is. Where my finger. And this was folded up for a while, so there's strings everywhere. Hang on. What am I doing? There's a mountain of quilt on my desk. Tiffany has Sew Becca on her live tonight. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know Becca was live, or one of them was. I'll have to check that out before I cut it off. And then I'll dump all y'all over to their chat. If they allowed me. Alrighty. Alright, we're down to the last couple of feet here, or inches. Thank goodness. So, I really had fun. It was a mental game to keep all of these fabrics in order, but it was so much fun. Alrighty, last little bit right here. Gorgeous. This is not going the right direction. Bad fabric. Alrighty. Let me switch the camera and hang this up so we can see the finished boho heart. And I'll move it down further so we can see the top of it. Will that be good? I don't know. Let me go down a little bit more. Right there. Dang. Y'all are short. All right. Oh, I guess I should move it over some. Please don't move. All righty. Hanging over just a wee bit. But that's all right. Let me see if I can. There you go. You can really see the heart. Perfect. So yeah, there is the Boho Hearts. If my chair would like to move. There we go. Boho Hearts. Yeah. So yeah, that's so cool. I love me the Boho Hearts. And let me grab the elephant to show that progress. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Where's the top of it? Here it is. Of course, on the other side. Hang on. Here we go. So you can see I've got the ears almost all quilted. I just have to quilt the blue in there. But this right here is the side that I worked on Words Tucker on Friday night, and then this is what I did on Sunday night during Teresa's live. So yeah, let's look at the back. Can we see it on the back on here? Oh yes. All right, let's look at that. Let's have a look-see. So you can start to see the texture on the back, and it's really looking good. So I'm excited to quilt this. I've been quilting this on and off. So yeah. So I have gotten 2 quilts completely finished in today's live, even though it was a total of 8 seams. Still, they're finished now and ready to be quilted. So yes. So let me have a look-see. Let me, oh, I thought that she just posted that today. I'm like, Jody. Okay, let me pop in there. Hang on. Let me pop into the chat. And, oh yeah, they're doing a YouTube collab right now. And let me copy that link and drop that in the chat. So that'll give you somewhere to head over right now. So, hang on, I want to check one thing. Just make sure that if you are interested in the pre-quilted panels, head over to the website and take advantage of the pre-order sale while you can. And other than that, I am so excited. I'm glad you could all be here to help me get these 2 projects done, and we really had a good time. So everyone is saying awesome quilting. Thank you so much. Yep, love the colors. Yes, I'm really liking the colors. It's very bright. Now wait, if I center myself, if I go like this, it sort of looks like I have wings. Oh, sorry. My plants are over here. Anyway, so yes. Shady Susan says, wow, that is beautiful, Tucker. Thank you very much. Love the blues in your heart, and the elephant is looking good. Thank you very much. So yeah, so thank you all for being here. Thank you all for helping me finish this quilt, and I had a blast. So before everyone goes to bed or cuts it off for the night, make sure you slip over to Tiffany's channel. She is on with Sew Becca doing a mail opening. So I will be popping over there right now, and I will see you all over there, and I will see you all next time. Thank you everyone for coming, and bye for now.